Give us the 411.
Why we missed it?
Yeah, why we missed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Apartment had inspections.
Damn.
And I couldn't have
You're gonna have
mics,
immigrants in there.
cameras, a bunch of shit set up in this room, and then being like, "This is all a fire hazard. We're raising your rent."
What?
So, yeah.
They actually do that?
Yeah.
They actually just raise your rent because of like shit
if
you
you
do?
do dumb shit, yeah.
That's crazy. Really?
Yeah.
That feels
Or
illegal.
if I like, if we have messed something up or broke like a wall or a window or something, we have to pay for it. So that's why they like come in. But also it's also for the landlords too. So like if our heater isn't working or
so the city
sink,
comes in?
yeah, they come to check in the apartment. So either we're not fucking up or the landlord isn't fucking up. And if the landlord's fucking up, then they either tell them to fix it or drop the rent. And usually they come and fix it because they don't want to.
They don't want to drop the rent.
So yeah,
That's crazy.
that's why I couldn't have a bunch of people over or.
Just me.
Oh, I just couldn't have a bunch of shit around like this. Like, I literally had to clean up my room to the point where like it didn't look like there was anything wrong with it. Because the guy walked in, was like, "All right," and then walked out, and I was like, "Oh, thank God."
That's all that was.
Yeah. But he was like walking around the whole house. It's just, I think when he came in and he saw me, he's like, "I don't want to be annoying," so he just came in, looked around, looked at you see like if you look behind you, it's like a crack. He looked at those types of shit, like the wall like is caving in. He's like, "All right," and he started like jotting things like that down, and then he's like, "All right, bro. I'll see you." And I was like, bye.
Structural damage.
Yeah.
Hazard.
But it's not for me because that's been there since I've like started living here.
He's like still hasn't
fixed it. Yeah.
Worse.
So yeah.
So you didn't get no rent knocked off for that? I'm like, yo, it's been like that for mad long.
I probably did. They haven't
Said anything.
called my mom back yet. So because usually they call her and then I have to translate, which sucks. Fucking hate that.
And while you're playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Legacy
In the middle of it.
Overwatch, something. It's always something. But yeah.
Hey, at least you could pause one of those games.
I can pause Hogwarts. I can't pause Overwatch. Yeah. But yeah, that's why we missed last episode. He was supposed to come over. We're supposed to record, go to the gym. Couldn't do any of that. I literally just had to stay home and wait for this asshole to come in and.
But this
inspect
man
my apartment.
went boxing.
I went boxing 2 days ago. Yeah. I was feeling down a little bit. You know, I was like down in my depths, and I was like overthinking a lot, and I just wanted to like, get it out healthily instead of just like sitting by myself and crying.
The best way you could do it.
So I went to my boxing gym and just hit the bag a few times. Then I started doing a few exercises, and then I sparred with somebody who like I've been their sparring partner like 4 or 5 times. So it was like really casual. It wasn't like, oh, I'm trying to kill you, you're trying to kill me. Just, I'm angry, you're angry. We're both just trying to get shit off our chest.
Hitting each other.
Absolutely, yeah. But you wear like headgear. You wear headgear and a mouthpiece, like a mouth guard, and you wear gloves.
Even with that shit, like that should be hurting.
Yeah.
He got a good lick.
Yeah. My weight class is heavyweight, so it's like 200-pound men and above.
Bro,
because I'm 210 pounds, so I'm above I can't fight other people lower than me.
Yeah.
And if I spar people who are much smaller than me, it's not fair. Like I'm a lot bigger for a reason. Damn. So usually they try to spar me with someone who's in close proximity to me, but most of those guys are like most men who are like that weight class are big. Like there's some big dudes. And yeah, they hit hard even with headgear. But yeah, it's just it felt good like to like de-stress type shit. Yeah. Type shit. And I got really sore.
Yeah, I heard today.
And then I had to go to the gym again today for you.
Yeah,
and
but that was a couple days later.
Like, damn, it was 2 days later.
Exactly, a couple.
And I was like, damn, I shouldn't have done it. Not only was my workout not as good as last time, that bar was shitty, bro.
It wasn't the bar, it was the bench.
The bench, whatever we were using, that shit sucked. It was like tilted. I don't know if it was the floor or the machine.
It was the way. One half of the bench was sturdy, locked in on the floor, and the other half was like loose and it kept moving.
So yeah,
I blame you though for that. Because you kept putting the weight back mad hard, pushing the bench back, even though one side of the bench only like stayed still, didn't move, and the other one moved an inch until like I went on there and I was like, this shit got way worse. Like since before.
Yeah, it would get worse.
But I mean, they got a solid day. I think you didn't realize that you were hitting some weight.
Yeah, because after we switched, I hit the weight that I was hitting last time, and I was like, "Oh, this is way easier now."
No, I'm saying, you failed at one weight, right? You only got a few, and you were like, "Oh, I have to go back down. I don't like it." and then you went back up. You eventually got back to it.
I didn't even notice I did it.
Yeah, and you like hit it like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, yo, do the shit I'm doing. And I'm like,
because I felt like after I failed that once, I was like, damn, like I can't really hit as heavy as I did last time, because if I'm not lifting this, there's no way. So I was just like, I'm gonna stay here.
We also had to fix your bar path technique when I was like,
I was lifting straight up.
I was like, here you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
A little bit lower down your chest, you're uncomfortable. You gotta find your spot where you're sturdy.
Yeah.
And I feel like that helps. Knowing that helps a lot.
For sure.
Because you can aim where you wanted to. You wanted the lower chest, aim to lower chest. I'm like, you can aim there, but as long as you get back to where you gotta be.
Yeah.
And that shit is easier. It's not a straight down. It's not a straight line going up and down. Mm-hmm. It's like a slope kind of line. You know?
That's why.
And so I was like, let's fix that. And then you hit some big boy weight, and I was like, oh shit.
After like struggling the whole fucking
whole day.
Yeah.
No water again.
No. We got water eventually.
Eventually,
yeah. But the first, I felt like I was gonna pass out at one point. I was like, damn, I'm dizzy as hell. I was like, I'm lifting. I feel like I'm gonna die. And I was like, I need to find water, Nando. Like I literally was like, I'm gonna pass the fuck out.
I walked around the whole gym and the first floor, nothing.
Yeah. I had to ask somebody, and they were like, go upstairs. And I was like, oh okay.
And they had that new water bottle. Mm-hmm. That new water bottle you put your shit in the water fountain.
I mean, the one downstairs also was that.
I didn't realize. I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was just broke.
I think I used it to just drink regular water.
We used it once.
The regular water fountain way. We didn't have water bottles at that time.
Yeah, we didn't bring our bottles that time.